Costumes reflect the themes chosen by each girl show team. In this battle of dance, exercise, and cheer, the girl show experience wouldn't be the same without them.
The costume can really make or break you. You want to pick something that's going to look good against that gym floor. In the past couple of years, we've stuck to wearing black costumes because black makes everyone look good. But this year, we're switching it up with our red, white, and blue costume, and we're accenting it more and putting a lot more glitter and sequins on it, and hopefully it'll benefit us in the end and help our score.
I would say the quality of the costumes have changed a little. They're more glitzier, and there's definitely more sequins on them now. Also, the girls have really learned that like a lycra spandexy material is the best way to go. And now there's ones with sequins already on them and glitter already on them. So they found this really great material now that they use.
The materials of modern costumes allow the girls to perform without a problem because of how comfortable they are and how they also stretch and breathe during the show, which makes more complex routines easier.
Costumes have changed so dramatically from the time I was a student here. When we look at them, we actually, I mean, they were pretty, but they just weren't very functional. They were very heavy. We used satin and taffeta, and we used to cut holes out under our arms so that we could move. Whereas today, the girls wear very sleek, fitted costumes that allow movement.
In the past couple of years, the girl show costumes have really changed. Back in the day, they used a different material. Now, most of the teams, we use spandex because they stretch and they fit better. The tighter the material is, the better it looks on the floor. Also, the costumes have gotten a lot more sparklier because the judges do sit from a distance, so you want to make sure that the costume really pops so they can see everything.
Costumes evolve every year, becoming more functional and easier to maneuver in for the performers. The quality of the costumes is looked on by all the judges and everyone the night of Girl Show.
The night of the show, we take the judges down to the locker rooms to meet with the heads prior to the show beginning. And that's where the judges get an up-close view of the costumes. For each individual event, costumes are worth 3 points.
The girls start planning their costumes, believe it or not, right after heads are named in May. Over the summer, they will call me, get together with me to start planning out their costume designs, looking for fabric. Most of the teams go into New York City to find the most unique fabrics that they can.
The designing of the costume starts months before the show during the summer when themes are picked. This allows time for costumes to be near perfect, tailoring the performers just for what they need after they are approved by advisors and passed a costume check.
We go through 2 rounds of costume checks. The first is where we just see one prototype, usually a head's costume, and that's where we get to see how logistically it'll work. We suggest adding more sequins, or if it's something that needs to be tailored or something needs to be a little bit longer, we do have our input then.
We have a very rigid, strict costume check for each and every team. What they have to do is, in fact, we just scheduled this year's yesterday. The girls will come with their parents and with the seamstresses sometimes with one full costume completed. And they have to have receipts for every single sequin, bead, aspect of that costume. And we then ensure that they don't go over the allotted amount, because that's the way we ensure that everything is fair.
I'm really excited to see how a lot of the costumes come out this year. There's so many great themes that you can interpret differently and tell different stories based on the costume. So I'm really excited to see what everyone's going to be wearing tonight, and I wish everyone the best of luck.
The attire of the performers only adds to the excitement of the night. With costumes being such an important part of the Girl Show legacy and experience, we can definitely expect something new, unique, and different for this year's show. For PVTV, I'm Justin Rivera.